Students, now I welcome you to my English class. The topic is The Solitary Reaper, written by William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was born on 7th April 1770 in the Cockermouth in the Lake District, England. He is regarded as the poet of nature. Love of nature is a major theme of his poetry. According to him, poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Once the poet was walking in the highland of Scotland. There he heard the song of a solitary girl. He was deeply impressed by the sweet voice of the girl. The girl's song has profound effect on the poet. The song remains a sweet memory for the poet long afterwards. We shall read the poem and you should listen the text. Behold her single in the field, young solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself, stop here or gently pass. Alone she cuts and binds the grain, and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen, for the valley profound is overflowing with the sound. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to hoary bands of travelers in some shady hunt among Arabian sands. A voice so thrilling never was heard in springtime from cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest heavens. Will no one tell me what she sings? Perhaps the plaintive numbers flow for old unhappy far off things and battles long ago. Or is it some more humbly familiar matter of today, some natural sorrow, loss or pain that has been and may be again? Whatever the theme the maiden sung, as if her song could have no ending, I saw her singing at her work and over the sickle bending. I listened motionless and still, and as I mounted up the hill, the music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more. Let us now come to the first stanza. Behold her single in the field, young solitary highland lass, reaping and singing by herself, stop here or gently pass. Some of the words, you see, behold, see, young over there, reaping, cutting, gently pass. Behold her single in the sea field. Behold means see her, see the girl. Where she is single in the field. She is single in the field. Young solitary highland lass. Who is she? She is a solitary highland lass, means highland girl. Reaping and singing by herself. What she is doing? She is reaping and singing by herself. Means she is singing in the time of her reaping. Stop here or gently pass. Stop here. Poet asked the travelers to stop here and also pass gently, not to disturb the girl, Means, while passing through the highland of Scotland, poet sees a young girl who is reaping and singing alone. He tells the passage of the song of the girl was very sweet It attracts the poet. So the poet tells the passerby to stop there, to enjoy the music, or go away slowly without disturbing the girl. Now come to the second stanza. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Oh, listen for the bell profound is overflowing with the sound. Let us see some difficult words. Binds, tie together. Melancholy strain, sad song, Karuna Sangita. Vale, valley, Upattaka. Profound, deep and wide, गभीर प्रशस्त. Overflow, उछुड़िबा बा प्रतिध्वनित हवा. Now come to the first line. Alone she cuts and binds the grain. The girl, the farmer's girl, cuts and binds the grain alone. And also she sings a melancholy strain. Melancholy strain means sad song. She sings a sad song. Oh, listen for the valley profound. By the song of the girl, whole valley is overflowed. Overflowed, we could overflowed the girl's song. Is overflowing with the sound. Here in these 4 lines, the gist of the 4 lines is the girl cuts and binds the grain alone. She is also singing a sad song. The whole valley is overflowed with the girl's song. Let us discuss the third stanza. No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to holy bands of travelers in some saddy haunt among Arabian sands. Nightingale, a singing bird of Europe. Chant, sing, welcome notes, pleasant song, saddy haunt, oasis, maruddan, hoary bands, tired travelers, klanta pathika, Arabian sands, desert in Arabia. Nightingale is a singing bird in Europe. It sings in the Arabian desert. Welcome notes, the sweet song of the nightingale give relaxation to the hoary bands, mean the tribe travelers in the Arabian desert, in the oasis of Arabian desert. The poet says, the song of the nightingale is very pleasant. The melodious song of the girl is sweeter than the song of the nightingale. The nightingale sings pleasant songs to the tired travelers in the cool shade of the Arabian sands, means Arabian desert, oasis of the Arabian desert. Voice. Let us come to the 4th stanza. A voice so thrilling never heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the siege among the farthest Hebrides. Now we see some difficult words in this stanza. Thrilling, exciting, romanchakari. Farthest, very far, ati dura. Cuckoo, koili, a singing bird. Hebrides, islands of northwest Scotland. Scotland ro uttara paschimare thiba Deepapuja. A voice so thrilling never heard. The voice of the girl is very thrilling. Is very sweet, and also the voice of the cuckoo is so thrilling in the springtime. The voice of cuckoo is very sweet in springtime. It is heart touching. It is heart touching. But the voice of the girl is more thrilling than the voice of cuckoo. The voice of cuckoo breaks the silence of the siege. Cuckoo sings in the farthest heartbeats. Farthest heartbeat, the islands of Scotland, in the sea. The voice of cuckoo breaks the silence of the sea. But the voice of the girl is more thrilling than the voice of cuckoo. Cuckoo sings in the farthest heavens in the sea that breaks the silence of the sea. In these two stanzas, 3 and 4, poet compares the voice of the sweet voice of the nightingale and the sweet voice of the cuckoo with the voice of the peasant girl. But he says the voice of the peasant girl is sweeter than the voice of the nightingale, as well as the nightingale in the Arabian desert and a cuckoo bird in the farthest heartbeats in springtime. So, poet says the girl's song is far sweeter than these two birds. Student, now the first part of the poem Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth is over, and we should wait for the next part of our next period.